What's up, guys? Eric here, Driveline World's OK steering wheel holder, and in the next few weeks and months, I'm going to start sharing some videos with you guys here. I'm on another social platform, and I've had some videos that I've been sharing that get sent to me that are just going like crazy viral. I'm talking like 100,000, 120, 130,000 views in like 48 hours kind of thing, just crazy. And some of them are getting like, 1,000 comments. So there's crazy good debate going on. And I think it could be interesting to bring some of those videos over on YouTube here and kind of talk about it, use them to start up some. You guys know I got a lot of other topics. I need to talk about leasing 5 years with Prime. I got some things I'm working out. I'm losing a little bit of faith, to be honest with you, in Prime. I'll walk you guys through some of that in the next few days, weeks. But I'm hoping to resolve some issues there before I get into some more videos about Prime. But I'm going to share some of this stuff. In this first one, well, it's not first. I've shared other videos in the past. But in this video, we're going to take a look at a merge situation where there was a bit of a crash. And there's just, I'll have to go look before I roll the second part of the video. But there's like hundreds and hundreds of comments on this video that I posted on another platform. 2/3 of them are kind of right. There's just a lot of right and wrong there. I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm not an attorney, of course, but I'm going to give you my opinion. I would love to know your thoughts as well. So we're going to get to the intro, roll that video, and talk about it here shortly.
Dude, you better not. This dude destroyed my fucking mirror.
Okay, so there you have it. In the other place that I posted it, it is at 46,000 views and 500 comments. So you can tell, and you can tell the comments of people who don't drive professionally. It's kind of funny, actually. But there's a couple things to note here, and you probably picked up on some of it. But the first thing that you want to note is the data down at the bottom of the dash cam footage, which shows the speed. So this is clearly the guy who's in the travel lane, which would be the truck on the left, the truck with the camera. He's obviously speeds up. I think it was from like 59 to 65 or something. I could be wrong, but he obviously speeds up. So he's got an axe to grind. He's trying to, for whatever reason, trying to prove a point or something to the truck that's trying to merge. So we've got some asshole stuff happening here, in my opinion. Now, as far as legally, who would be liable? Who would have liability for this? I'm gonna have to say the merging truck. Just straight legally, and I don't understand why this is like. This is a huge pet peeve of mine, man. I deal with this every single night, and I'm sure a lot of you professional drivers deal with it too. Of cars that are cars and trucks, mostly cars, four-wheelers, that are in the merge lane on the on-ramp that are seemingly just oblivious to how this works. Like I don't understand, how you can go through life 40, 50 years and not understand how the merge lane works. Like, this is not rocket science. This is pretty basic. Let me explain it to you for those who might see this that don't understand this, which hopefully it's not very many of you. By the time you reach the end of the on-ramp, you should be going the speed of the flow of traffic. And if there's not a hole for you to get over into the travel lane, you need to get on your brakes or speed up and make a hole. Like that is your, you yield. When you're on the on-ramp and you're entering the flow of traffic on an interstate or a highway, you have to yield. You do not have the right of way. Those in the travel lanes have the right of way. So you need to figure your shit out. And my annoyance with this is that I don't know if people are just oblivious or I don't understand it, but too many times every single day, someone's over there, da-doop, 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 and it's like I'm in a 80,000 pound vehicle right now. Well, actually right now I'm at 78,000 pounds, but you either need to speed up, which there's plenty of room for you to speed up and get in front of me, or slow down and get behind me. But don't just sit over there going the same damn speed. Like something has to give here. It's a game of chicken. And the thing is, technically, legally, if there was some sort of a collision, I could probably use my dash cam, whatever, and prove that, you know, that person didn't yield the right of way. But why would I want that? Why would I want a collision when somebody could get killed? Like, I don't want that, you know? So for me, the courtesy that I have to give is getting on my brakes and bringing this 78,000 pounds down 10 or so miles so that idiot over there can figure it out, which usually it takes them a few minutes to figure it out, that, oh yeah, I probably should speed up a little bit and get in here. Or move over if I can, of course. I try to move over. It's a little bit easier at night when I drive because there's rarely any traffic to my left. So I try to move over as much as I can. But if you're on the on-ramp and you're merging into the flow of traffic, you do not have the right of way. You have to yield. So if you haven't figured it out that you need to either speed up or slow down, then you just need to pull off in the shoulder. Like you can't just force your way in. That's not how that works. You are in the wrong. So my interpretation of this video is that legally speaking, probably the truck on the right is in the wrong. The truck that's merging into oncoming traffic. Now, as far as just common courtesy and logic and professionalism, both trucks are in the wrong. The truck on the left, dude, come on, man. Like, I don't know if that driver posted that video or was trying to make themselves look good or something, but if it's your video, I'm not sure where it originated or came from, but if it's your video, you're an asshole. Like, it's not a good look for you at all. I don't know if you thought that it was a good look for you, but it's not a good look for you. Like, you're a total asshole. You're an unprofessional asshole because you just created a headache for both you and the other driver that was completely unnecessary. One of my students back when I was training drove me up the wall. I could not pound into this individual's head that it doesn't matter whether you're right or wrong when you're in the right lane and someone's trying to merge. Just get off the fuel pedal, get on the brakes, move over, do whatever you need to do. Don't try and prove a point. That's not professional. Yeah, 100 times a day you're going to deal with some asshole who's not paying attention or is oblivious, but that's not an excuse to prove a point or some stupid shit where everybody's got, you know, gashes down the side of their vehicles and now you're out of service for a day or two or 10 or weeks. That's just stupidity. And I had this student that, man, like he just would not move over or get on his brakes. And I would just, day after day, like I would be during the permit phase, I'd be sitting over there like, bro, what are you doing, man? You get over or get on the brakes. Well, I have the right of way. It doesn't matter if you have the right of way, man. who cares? You're never going to see that person again. You don't need to prove shit to them. You're never going to, it's not like they're going to like spend the next 3 days thinking, boy, that stranger in that truck just really showed me. It's just dumb, man. And then when he was in his TNT phase, when I could go into sleeper, I'd peek my head out and it's doing the same damn thing. Needless to say, and there were other things, that student became not my student for that kind of stuff. The first time when I was telling him to do something, he ever said, wait a minute, you know, Prime says the driver is the captain of the ship. It was game over. Like, look, bro, this is my ship and you ain't captain yet. So if I tell you to do something and I'm your trainer, you need to do it. Moving over and getting on your brakes to let somebody in, that's just being a professional. That's just keeping situations from arising that shouldn't arise. It doesn't matter whether or not that driver is in the right or the wrong. Just let them in. And in this video, now you could, I think there's a lot of argument that's happening where they're like, well, there may be four-wheelers in the left. We can't see the left lane, so we don't know what's on his left side. Yeah, but he speeds up and he doesn't slow down. He could have slowed down, or she, I don't know if it was a man or woman, but the driver obviously could have slowed down and let the truck in and chose not to. And in fact, chose to speed up just to prove a point. And the other truck, honestly, the other truck never had a full understanding that they were clear to get into the lane. So that truck should have been on the brakes too. If it's not clear that you're going to be able to get into the flow of traffic and you're on the on-ramp, you had better get on the brakes and get into the shoulder or something. Like, you can't just go in just because you think that you're going to prove a point. So it feels to me like both trucks are probably trying to prove a point, and that's just stupid. Just stupid, because now both trucks are damaged over stupidity. You know what I mean? But it does give me an opportunity to say to you people who get over there in the on-ramp, and it's not any specific city or state, it's everywhere, everywhere. Idiots over there in the on-ramp, just oblivious. They don't look at the lane they're merging into until the last second, and at that second they're like, they just panic. They don't slow down or speed up. They just continue going the same stupid speed they're going, which is not the speed of the flow of traffic on the interstate, and therefore they're causing all of us to you know, jam up, slow down. Everybody's hitting their brakes a mile back because of this stupidity. If you're in the merge lane or the on-ramp, you do not have the right of way. And the way to make that work for you is to speed the fuck up and catch up with the speed of traffic that's on the interstate. Or if you're not going to do that, slow down until you find a place to get in safely. Don't just expect everybody else to manipulate their drive for you. I will, because it's not worth an incident, but makes you a real asshole if that's your expectation. So anyway, guys, would love to know your thoughts down in the comments below. Appreciate y'all. Be safe, make good decisions. As always, drive to thrive. Talk to you soon.